Okay. Stay with your thumb up until I can see everybody. Okay, you felt it? Good. Okay. I think as dancers, we don't often think about using our ankles. Everyone always says, stretch your toes, point your feet, but I want you to focus on stretching through that joint of your ankle that connects your leg to your foot. So let's do the left side, and you try to feel that stretching in that ankle joint.
With music, okay. I want to make sure. So you want me to go ahead and start the song? You don't want them to practice it on the left?
Oh, they can if they want to. Yeah, that's fine. Practice stretching your ankle on the left before you do the exercise.
Yeah. Good. I see some of you working that. Some of you, I can't see your feet. But just make sure you're pushing and stretching like she said. Yeah. Oh, I see. Thank you for lifting your foot up, Bridget. I appreciate that. Yes. Okay. I see you, Mary Grace. There we go. Yeah. Stretching all.
Come on.
Good.
Come on, Mary Grace. Stretch. Mary Grace. Stretch. More. Fight for it. Stretch till it hurts.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So remember that feeling when you do this exercise on the left. Okay. Here we go.
Good, Bridget, that was really nice. I saw a lot more of a long line through your leg because you used your ankle that time. But everybody did better. Joe, that was much better. Good job.
Mila, just so you know.
Okay. What?
Neela, Joe is, Neela is.
Neela, that was much better.
Yeah. But
Neela, I'll just nickname you Joe.
Yep, your nickname can be Joe now. She's got a great personality, so she's probably fine with that. Okay, so the next couple exercises, when I had them memorize this, we were getting ready to work on choreography. So it turns to the other side right away without the music stopping. So I don't know if you wanna, like, start with something to think about and then we go into the exercise, or if you'd prefer to still wait until after.
What is it that you're doing?
Pretty much all of the exercises from here on out are like, so the first one's
I understand, but what are you going to do next? Dégagés?
Yep, dégagés.
Okay, well then I think we should just think about stretching our ankle.
Okay. All right, you got it, girls. Stretch those ankles. Here we go. It starts with the en cloche, remember? Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go on to the next exercise, and you guys just think about those ankle stretching. Hope, I think on the left, you could have stretched your ankle a little bit more.
That's always our killer. Okay, so rond de jambe is next. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about trying to stabilize the hip. All right, and passing through first position with our arches lifted. Okay, I'm going to make one more comment here before you start. Make sure you get all the way to your tendu back line for both sides. So if whether we're doing ande or ande dan, but especially on our ande or, we're kind of missing our tendu back. So take it nice and slow, Hope, and show them how they get all, yeah, got all the way to that tendu back line. So some of you aren't making it all the way crossed, okay? And then obviously for the reverse, you're usually getting there, but make sure you get all the way to your tendu devant line when you come to the front, okay? All right, don't forget the arm and that beautiful head that we've been working on.
Okay, good job, ladies. So when you stretch your leg to the back, you should be on the side of your big toe. And I saw a lot of people on the top of the toes. So I want you to point your right foot to the back. Excuse me. Point your right foot to the back and get way over on the side of your big toe. All right, now stretch your ankle out. Stretch your ankle out really far. Okay, now if you have problems with turnout, make sure you pull your right shoulder forward, because even if your hip has to move a little bit when you, or has to open up a little bit when you go to the back, you can look nice and square if you make sure you keep your shoulders in line. So some people think of their right shoulder going forward, their left shoulder going back. So whichever works the best for you. I am not seeing everybody. What happened here? I just see Mary Grace, and that's it. Participants.
Maybe scroll over.
Mm.
Oh, it just cut you out. Hopefully they'll come back. Okay, she'll be back. Can you everybody hold their arm and Alice Gone? Okay, and take one rond de jambe and feel your opposite side coming forward as you circle that leg to the back. Okay, so feel, yep, if it's your right, actually it's, if your right leg is circling, your right shoulder is going to come forward. Okay, and opposite. So you have to have this pulling kind of in opposite directions as we're doing this. Okay, try it on the other leg. So you're feeling both sides. Okay, yeah, and so that feel that leg circle and grow tall and feel that opposition. That, yeah, I saw that in your back. Hope that was good. Yes, yes. So feel that opposition as that leg circles. Yes. So this is really important for when we get to that center exercise too. Okay. Hopefully Mary will be back soon. All right.
You can call her mom.
Huh?
You can call her mom.
Oh, I don't call her mom, no. I call her Mary. I don't ever call her. Okay. So we'll move on to our frappe exercise. Okay. You guys doing okay? Yeah, a quick drink of water is fine now. Oh, there we are. Okay. I had them continue to practice it while we lost you for a second.
Yeah, I could hear you and see you. I just
okay.
didn't realize I didn't realize I wasn't on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes that happens. It's happened to me too. Okay. So let's move on to frappes, and then we'll go from there. Anything you want to say before we start frappes, Mary?
Oh, what a good one to stretch your ankles on.
Yes, it is. Good. Maybe scooch back a little bit, Hope. Some of you, I can't see your ankles. So, oh, Riley, you have a question? Go ahead, Riley. Unmute yourself.
Are we doing this flexed?
Oh, yeah.
Remember? You said that.
What did we do on Tuesday?
Flexed.
We did flexed on Tuesday?
Flexed. Yeah.
Okay, let's do flexed again.
Okay.
Bridget, question?
Yeah. When you're okay, do you want me to do it like a little higher so that you can see me?
No, I can see you fine. Your feet are fine. The people I have a hard time seeing the feet are Neela. Chasely, you can scooch back a little further. And Jacqueline. Jacqueline, if you can scoot back further.
Okay.
Or there. Sometimes tilting it is helpful too. Yeah, that's better, Neela. Chasely, a little more. But I want you to be able to hear the music too. Oh, there you go. Yeah, a little tilt. That works even better. Okay. Yes. So work on stretching those ankles. I'm going to say one more thing. Get your knee open. Okay. Especially to the front. Remember, we talked about how the knee has to pull back first. All right. Okay. Let's go for it. You ready?
Okay, I know it's kind of hard for me to see on the feed, but it looks like your ankles aren't stretching. Andrea, can you see them any better?
Yeah, it's a little tough to see some of it, but I would say that's probably a possibility. So, do you know how that first double frappe is a little bit slower? I want you guys to just do double frappes en croix and just hold it for an extra count. So do double front, hold, 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 double side, hold, hold, hold. And on that hold, I want you to focus on the ankle that Miss Mary's talking about. So you can really see the top of the ankle. I can also have them go individually, Mary, according to what's on your screen. So if you say, I can see, you know, so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, and I can have those three people do something and watch them.
That's okay. I don't think that's necessary. It probably would slow class down quite a bit. I just think that after watching the frappe, that I don't really see the full use of the foot. I think it's hard when you start going fast. It's so difficult to go from a relaxed position to a fully stretched position as a student and you're learning. But it's real important to the way you're going to end up being as dancers. So you want to fully stretch through the ankle. So I don't need to see it again. I would just make sure that they are working on that and focusing on that as individuals.
Okay, let's just do those doubles real quick. One on croix. Double to the.
I can't hear you very well anymore, Andrea.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, well,
Okay.
not really. Okay. It must be my mic, the way it picks up. Okay, so just go ahead and try those doubles on Qua. Oh, Lizzie left and now she's back. Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I lost her for a while.
I have two.
Lizzie and Lily.
Oh, Lily. How long has she been waiting?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So Lily's gonna join
There's
us. Yeah, that's Lily.
Hillary.
It's
Okay.
Lily.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and do them on your own time. So I can just see that you're working on the double. And make sure you do both sides. Double front, stretch and hold, double side, stretch and hold. Stretch through that ankle a little more, Catherine. Yeah, I see you working it. Yes, see that hold, you can really feel that. Double, stretch, hold. Yeah, Jacqueline, I can't see your feet at all. Okay, make sure you do both sides. And work through those ankles. Yeah, I think sometimes we struggle with getting to a fully flexed position too, Mary. So the full, they just started working on flexed trapeze this year. We do them pointed at first. So
Yep.
I think that's one of those things. Getting that fully flexed position has been a little tricky. So
Right. But if we understand as dancers, when you're in that flex position, it's as if you're in a plie getting ready to jump. And then when you stretch your foot on the end of the frappe, that's you in the air jumping. So frappes are made for jumps. If you want to be a good jumper, you got to do good frappes. And you have to be able to flex and point quickly in order to do petit allegros. So real good exercise. You know, it's just something in our training we want to just keep focused on and keep working towards.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do our fondue exercise with the tom releve. Okay. Ready? So we're gonna keep these at 45, ladies. So don't try to pull anything except for Lizzie. Lizzie, you can do 90. Oh, for crying out loud. Decline, sorry. Still having a few direction issues there.
Yeah, they looked a little confused.
Yeah, this one's been a little bit of a difficult one for us to get.
So again, you know, I'm watching your feet, and a lot of your feet are just kind of hanging there. They're not really stretched through the ankle and the toes. So just do your beginning fondue where you lift and then you circle your leg to the side. Just do that. Lift and circle. But as soon as you lift that foot off the floor, it has to be fully stretched. And you're lifting with a bent knee, so you want to make sure that you have this gorgeous foot that is lifting up. Yeah, really stretch. I think a lot of you look like you have some great potential in your feet. You're just not using them as well as you could. And once you start using your feet when you dance, oh my gosh, you're just gonna be amazed at how much better you look. Also, the same correction I gave you earlier on the rondejams. So you're lifting your leg up in fondue and then you're swinging it to the side. And if you have any struggles with turnout, you're gonna wanna open your shoulders and your hips up. So what did we say to do to counter that? Your leg goes up, it swings to the side. So your right shoulder, if it's your right foot, should push forward so that you don't open up that right side. So Hope, just lift your leg up to the front. Put your arm in second. Okay. Now take your leg to the side and see how you want to open up your shoulders. Combat that by pulling your right shoulder forward. There you go. Now rotate in your hip and turn your leg out more. So rotate in your hip. Come on, push your heel forward. Push your heel forward. Point your toe. Point your toe. Point your toe. Point your toe. Stretch your ankle. Yep. All right. So you don't want to let your shoulders swing open when you're letting your leg go to the side. Good job, girls.
Got it? Okay, so that's at both sides. Petit bama. Petit bamas for us are wrapped in back, so they're not touching the floor, just so you know. But
okay.
Everybody knows this exercise really well.
Okay, good.
Just make sure your feet can be seen in the screen, okay, ladies?
Well, this is a good one to stretch the ankles on.
Yes, yes. Ready? Okay. Go ahead, Lily. You can join us, Lily. Lily, you can join us, just so you know. I can see you. Oh, Lizzie, a lot of people are like, it's messing up. They're like dropping out and coming back in. Okay. Lily, can you hear
Okay.
me? You can join us, Lily. I can see you. You can join us.
I can see her bedroom. I can't see her.
There. She's there now. So Lily, you can hop on over at your bar and you can join in. Okay. Maybe do a few pliés and tendus before you get started though. All right. This one we have to turn to the other side, but go ahead, Mary, if you want to say anything.
Okay, so do your preparation for that same side, that right side. So stand in fifth position and do your little preparation.
Just leave the arm in preparatory.
Okay, now you have to force your knee out to the side. Force your knee out, but push your right shoulder forward. Yeah. Okay, there we go, Joe. What a difference. I know your name's not Joe, but anyway, you look good. You look good, really good. You got your knee out. We want to keep our knee pointing out to the side. Yeah, really pressure it open. Wow, what a difference, Catherine. Good, Bridget. Okay, so on the left side, let's really force that knee out. And then if you are tempted to open up your body, again, push that shoulder forward a little bit so that it doesn't want to creep open with your leg. Just keep it nice and forward so your two shoulders are in line. Okay?
All right.
Let's do the left.
Here we go, ladies. And Bridget, remember it's at the ankle, not the knee. Oh, Chase, so you have a question? Go ahead, honey.
The music muffled out, and I missed like a little bit of the exercise,
Right.
like a quarter of the exercise. And then when it caught back on, I didn't know what I was doing because I missed part of it because it's like the music just stopped.
Right. Okay. So remember, we've had this happen before. So the best thing to do is just keep going as if the music is playing in your head. So you continue the exercise. Okay. Even if it's starting to glitch out or whatever, you just keep doing it. And then, if you finish before the music does or whatever, it's okay. Go ahead, Chase.
The thing is it didn't even start at all.
Okay.
So I didn't know where to pick up.
Okay. I can understand that. So that's okay. Just if you hear the music at all, just kind of, you'll have to play it in your head because it's hard to tell if everybody's able to hear it or not, and I can't really gauge according to what you're individually hearing. Okay, so do the best you can, but just continue to do the exercises. All right. That's also why I send you guys the recordings. So if there is something that is missing, you can go back to the recording and try it again. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Did you want to say anything on that one, Mary, or no?
Oh, I was just going to say Michael Susan's phone did really good with the pressure of the knee out.
There you go, Riley. You are now known.
Good job. That was good, though. That was really good, Riley. You really had nice pressure. And that's what you want to do for yourself. Every time you do that exercise, you want to think, I'm going to keep that knee out. I'm going to keep that knee out.
Awesome.
Good job.
Okay. Let's move on to Grand Batmas. So we have is it 2 or 3?
1, 2.
Oh yeah. We have 2 and then the développé. And then front, side, back, and then the 6 attitude swings before we turn. Okay? All right, here we go. Okay. Go ahead, Mary.
Oh, I was going to say, Bridget, nice job. I want you to stretch your ankles more, though. So just do those attitude en cloche. Do those on the same side real quick. Turn around. And go brush, brush, stretch those ankles. Oh my gosh, now you look different. That's much better. I think sometimes we think we're doing what we're wanting, what the teacher's wanting us to do, but we're not. So we've got to really work hard on these basic things like stretching through the ankle and feet, because you don't want to do any Grand Batmas with a relaxed foot, because you'll look like you have just this board going up in the air with this thing on the end of it. Instead of a nice straight line, which we're trying to create these nice straight lines, right? Right. Okay, I'm ready for the other side. Are you?
I did both sides.
Andrea, I can't hear you at all anymore.
It did both sides.
I think there's something wrong with your sound, because your music is real distorted now.
Okay. Let me try something here. Hold on. Okay. All right. So relevates. I know we had to keep going there. We're almost there. Okay, my foot is on the bed. Okay. You guys getting warm? You should be at this point if you're working hard, for sure. All right, let's come center. We'll do our. Oh, did you want to say anything about releves, Mary?
No, that's okay. Let's get away from the bar. It's already an hour into the class, so
Yeah. So half port de
we'll
bras.
just.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, half port de bras, first port de bras, second port de bras with the tablier and pas de bourrée. And then we do the other side. Okay, here we go.
Good. What a pretty combination. I was wondering on your positions like this, what the head positions are supposed to be.
This was to follow the head to the audience.
What does that mean?
So, so it's supposed to be tilt, tilt, follow.
Oh, okay.
Back turn. Yeah. So, we probably haven't done enough of emphasizing where the head looks on that
We haven't
front
done
run.
it all.
We have talked about the head for sure.
Yeah, but we haven't done it. We haven't like.
Oh,
I just wondered because there was a variety of heads, and I just wondered what the heads were. I'd like to see.
I probably do need to clear that one up. So
I'd like to see. I really like to see the head movements on port de bras and stuff
Yeah.
like that, body positions. It's so much more attractive when you finish out the picture with the head.
Yep. Okay, so let's talk about that for a quick second. So you guys know how to tilt your head when you're standing in croisé. You know, you tilt the top of the head back and you look towards the palm, right? Okay, and we know to follow the head or follow the hand when we open and it comes down. It's the same thing when we do our second port de bras. So I'll go on my knees. That'll be. So we tilt, we open here, and then we follow that back arm, and then we look underneath, and we tilt again, and go back to where we came from. Okay, so why don't you guys try that with me real quick. So you prepare first and open. Yep, and you're looking at your audience. In this case, it's a screen. Follow the backhand. Tilt and look under. I do remember going over this. Tilt into the hands and open. Okay? I'm having a hard time seeing you. Does it make sense to everybody?
Most of them seem to do it pretty well.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So that's probably a very different second port de bras from your.
Right, but still the principle remains the same.
Right,
You should
yeah.
finish your movements with your head.
Absolutely. Okay, so tendu exercise. So this one it's a preparation. Remember to slice your tendu side, Hope. So the first part is the back foot doesn't come off the floor. The second part we go to a full tendu on the back leg. Okay, so everybody's clear. All right, we good? Do you remember which arm it is? Yes, Bridget, question?
Do you want us to do the head for this exercise also?
Yes, always.
Okay.
All right. Remember, it's the back arm for your croisé. Here we go. So Riley, I think you might have forgot the head for the back so that you're still looking at the audience when you do your back tendu. Okay, can you show me that real quick? The croisé. Switch legs. So we're doing a passe on that one. Yeah, there you go. And then, yes, yeah. So make sure you're looking. Nope. Switch arms. Riley, switch arms. It's the front arm. And I should look at my screen. Now switch, see, switch arms. So that's correct. So Riley, switch arms. Not legs.
Not feet.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And then yes, your head looks at the audience. So I think you did it with the correct arms, at least when you did the exercise, you just didn't have the head. So, okay.
Lizzie, is that her name, Lizzie, or is that her mom's name?
Nope, that's Lizzie.
You do a very nice job on use of your head. That's good. It's very attractive to watch.
Good job. Okay, I did both sides. So let's do our favorite exercise.
Yay.
Yes, I know you all hate it. But 45 degrees, pay attention to your abdominals and pay attention to what Miss Mary said about your opposite shoulder. So when your leg rondejams from front to side, think of that opposite shoulder coming forward. So your right shoulder needs to be pressing forward as that leg is rondejamming, okay? And be aware of where your hips are placing over the ball of the foot. So this is a difficult exercise, okay? But it's really good for you to figure out how to shift your hips over to your supporting leg, okay? So you guys know this one. And don't forget about your ankles, since we're focusing on those. And some of you, I can't see the feet. Yeah, Lizzie, you can take it 90. Here we go.
That's a hard one to balance, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll tell you a really good way of stabilizing yourselves on adages in the center like that is to use your quad muscles. Really pull up your thigh on your standing leg. We don't think about that very much. Lots of times we end up bending our knees when we're trying to stand on one leg. But if you'll pull up that thigh muscle, yeah, look at that. What a difference. That was huge. Yeah, keep going. Try it. Try pulling up your standing leg. Just pull that thigh muscle up. Yeah, look at that. Mary Grace, that's so much better.
I saw that, Neela. That was
Yeah, good. Let's see, Hope. Let's see. Pull up your thigh. Really lift it up. Pull up. How about, Hope, you take it to the back, because it's the back that I noticed you have the most trouble with the balance. But try pulling up your thigh as you extend your leg back. So leg back, thigh up, 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 up. Look at that. Gorgeous. Good job. Okay. Now, the other thing is always those rondejams from the back to the side are the most challenging. It all has to do with the way you rotate in your hip. So let's say you have your leg extended straight behind you. As soon as you have a hint, just even a hint of moving that leg from the back to the side, you have to start that rotation in the hip so that you don't wait until you are almost to second before you start thinking about dropping your tailbone down. You got to start doing that right away. And then lift your shoulders straight up as you come around. So lift your shoulders straight up as you come around. Because if you adjust a little faster, you'll find that you'll be able to balance that second position just fine. Okay?
all right. Good.
Any chance we could do that one again?
Yep, absolutely. This is when we
I'm sorry, I don't know why I don't see a name. I see a larger screen for the girl who has the French doors behind her, and she's on a wood floor. Yes, that's you. You raised your hand. What is your name?
Mary Grace.
Oh, okay. So I'm seeing you on a big screen, and then I see you later. There you are. Okay. There we are. Okay, good. Nice. Let's try it one more time. I would just like to see you engage your thigh muscles, your quads, and I'd like to see you initiate that rotation from the back to the side much sooner. Don't forget, straighten your body straight up as you're coming around. Don't leave it leaning forward.
Okay, here we go.
that was a good attempt. Good. Lizzie, you made some improvement on that. I would definitely bring your arms up a little higher though. Your second position, I think, is slanting or too need a little more up underneath your elbows for that. Hope, that was very nice to the front. To the back, you're still struggling with the rotation, and maybe your mom can help you feel that rotation as you're coming around, since you have her right there with you. Not now, but later. And then just one more food for thought, girls. When you do the pulling up of your thigh muscles, it helps those of you who have hyperextended knees, because lots of times when our knees are built where they bow back a little bit, we want to end up stretching backwards. But when you lift your thigh muscles, it helps pull your leg up and it helps keep you from locking your knee back. Okay? Okay.
Okay, great. We're gonna move on to our pirouette. So tendu, round de jambe to fourth position, passe releve, or releve passe, passe releve, and close front, tendu side, round de jambe back, single pirouette, come down, and we repeat twice. Okay, then we do the left, and I think we did this in groups last time because it was too much, but we're gonna run out of time, I think, if we do it in groups today. So are you okay with still doing it collectively like this, or would you rather me do it in groups, Mary?
It's up to you. It is getting late and I have to leave at 4:30, so.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it all together then. Does everybody remember the exercise? So passe releve, pirouette, close back on that last pirouette, then you do left immediately, okay? Let's do it. Go ahead, Mary.
Okay, so girls, you're trying to turn, but what are you trying to turn on? You're trying to turn on a stretched ankle. So grab anything that's right around you and just releve and bring your foot to passe. And without leaving the ball of the foot, see how high you can actually releve. Not retiré, releve on your standing foot. Releve up on your standing foot. Right. That's good, Chaseley. Way up there. Now pull up your thigh muscle like I told you earlier. Okay, so releve high, really high. Okay, now that's the way you should feel when you're turning. Like you're way up high with your thigh pulled up and your ankle completely stretched. Yeah, we can spin around. We can spin around with our heel on the floor, but can we spin around in this beautiful position with a stretched leg? Well, the only way we're going to know that is if we stretch our leg and lift our heel up. We've got to do that. And it's hard. You have got to have strong ankles to do it because you're trying to lift your whole body up with one small foot. And the ratio is quite different, right? Between the size of your body and the size of one foot. It's a lot on that foot, but we've got to get strong. That's why we've got to use those ankles.
Why don't you guys just try that, just the preparation, and feel that push, or that push against the floor with that strong ankle and that thigh pulled up. Just feel that really high releve. Feel that. Yeah, that was better, Hope.
That was very nice, Hope. Yes.
Yeah.
Then try doing it and then count to 4 and see if you can hold it.
Yeah. That's the harder part, isn't it?
Now for every count,
there you go,
1,
Riley.
2, 3, 4, for every count you can hold it, that's how many turns you can be doing. So if you want to be able to do 4 turns,
Ooh,
then hold it for
love
4
that.
counts.
And I don't think it froze. Good, good, good. Okay. All right, let's get a jump going on here. You know the jump? Okay, we can do this one in 2 groups because of the nature of it. So do you have 4 or 3 in a screen, Mary?
I have myself and 3 others.
And 3 others. Okay. So well, I'm still gonna kind of split it into 2 groups, but who's on your first screen?
I've got Chasely, Joe, which is not really Joe, and Bridget.
Okay. So Chasely, Neela, and Bridget. And I'm gonna throw in who's on your next screen there?
Next is Mary Grace, Catherine, and Cheryl.
Okay, so Mary Grace, go with group 1. Okay. And then I'll have Jacqueline, Riley, Lizzie, and Catherine, and Hope. We'll go with the second group. Okay? Does that make sense, everybody? That way you can just kind of slide real quick and watch Mary Grace on the next screen if you need to.
What am I?
Is it, I'm sorry, what is Joe's real name?
Neela.
Neela, can you turn a light on in your room? It's
kind of dark. Or maybe close the blinds. Sometimes that helps, is because then she'll show up more than the light from the blinds. Can you shut the other blinds too?
That's a little better, but I still think she needs a lot of light turned on.
That better? Do you have a light on? Okay.
Yeah, now I can see you much better.
Yeah, if there's light coming in through the windows, it makes the other person like kind of obsolete.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase, so you have a question? Is it about the exercise? I can't hear you. Question?
Which leg do we start with? Which leg do we start with?
Right foot's in front.
Okay.
So this is a Shanjma. Shanjma and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 super so. That one with the Aisha pace. Okay. Keep your rotation, point and switch those ankles. Here's my first 4. Ready? Bridget, you're in the first 4 along with Mary Grace. And then second group, make sure you're ready to go right away.
Yeah. Well, you didn't stretch your ankles. What happened?
I knew that was coming.
Neela has a question.
Oh, Neela has a question. Go ahead, Neela.
I couldn't hear the music when it started, and then in the middle, it stopped.
Oh, it stopped. Okay, once again, keep going. So as soon as you hear any kind of inkling of a music, just keep going, okay? Chaseley?
May I go to the restroom, please?
Yeah, go ahead, honey. Okay. So I'd like to try this one again because I think what's happening a little bit is now that you guys are used to the exercise, you're almost moving too quick and you're not pushing against the floor enough to get high enough in the air to use all of the music, which in turn is about stretching your ankles. Okay. So the more you can push and stretch those feet so you articulate and push off the floor, the more you're going to get hang time in the air, which is going to absorb some of the music. And the more you can have that hang time in the air, the less work you're doing because you're off the floor already. The other way to absorb the music is to take a deeper plie. So good solid plie, good nice push and articulation through that ankle, you're going to be able to use the entirety of the music more. Hope that made sense to everybody. Does this make sense? Nod your head. Yes. Okay. No. Riley's like, okay, I'd rather you say that. So better plie. Okay. You can absorb some of the music. So take a little bit longer. I don't want to say hold, but a little deeper plie so you can absorb more so that you're not just going push and push and push and push. You're going plie, push, plie, push. Okay. Does that make sense, Riley? Okay. Maybe you have a better way of explaining that, Mary. I don't know if.
No, I think that was wonderful.
Okay.
And it goes right along with what we're talking about. You know, use your ankle muscles. We don't think about our ankles, so our feet are up in the air and they're just kind of dangling there.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to see that one again, or can we move on? I was going to make them do it again, but
It's up to you.
I think we should move on just because it's almost 4:30. So, let's do our glissade.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do the glissade, glissade, assemble, susu. Lizzie does it at a different speed. I want to do it at the slow speed so we can get a nice assemble where we try to find fifth position in the air. Okay, and we brush that leg side. Don't forget to stay in your plie while you're going through these glissades.
Does the second group go first now or first group?
Oh yeah, let's know. Do you still have the same people in the same screens, Mary, so we can do the same groups?
Let me see. I think I do. Yes.
Okay, awesome. So you're gonna do 4 times. Right, left, first group. We're gonna keep the same groups as we did before. It'll just make it easier. And then right, left, second group. Okay, right foot starts back. Okay. Go ahead, Mary.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh, you're glitching out. I don't know.
Everybody's frozen.
Okay. Is any better?
Okey doke. Let's see. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
That's Jacqueline, just so you know, her mom's Cheryl.
No. I wasn't sure if that was your name or your mom's. Okay, so just get back up quite a bit. Back up so I can see your feet. She's frozen up. That's okay. Never mind.
Maybe you can say it because we're recording, so she can catch it later.
I just would like to see her use her demi-plie more. I think she'd get higher up off the floor if she bent you know, a little deeper.
Right.
Yeah. So bend deeper, Jacqueline, bend deeper so you can push. You know, it's sort of like we're going to Disney World and we got to put a full tank of gas in our car if we're going to get all the way there. You can't put a little bit of gas in your glissade or your assemblée and expect to get off the floor. You got to give me a deep plie. And we talked about that very first thing today, that plie has to be something that you spend a lot of time working on. Okay, Jacqueline?
Okay. All right. Well, I know you said you had to do something at 4:30, Mary, so I don't want to keep you. It is 4:29. These girls.
Oh, that's okay. I got a couple more minutes, so we'll finish up.
Okay. Actually, I think that's one of the last things we've done, because the rest of the stuff just takes up so much room, like waltz turns and
Yeah.
things like that. So I actually think that's it. So did you want to close any closing notes in general, or anything you want to?
Sure. Yeah, I just want to encourage you all. You're on the right track. You look lovely. I would lift under your elbows just a little bit more when you have your arms up. Sometimes I notice like this look instead of this lifted under the elbow. So I would watch for that. And I taught a couple of, I think 1 or 2 years I taught Hope, and I noticed when she does her retere for développé, she brings her arms up right away. And that was one of the things I used to focus on quite a bit in my classes. You want to make sure that as soon as you're thinking about lifting your legs, your arms are leading you up. So I would, yeah, Hope, that's it. Good. Arms come up because they're your friend. Your arms are your friends. They're going to help you balance. Okay. Do you ever see a tightrope walker? They have a balancing pole that helps them walk on the wire. That's what your arms are to you as a dancer. They're going to help you with your balance. So that was above what I said earlier. But now that you've heard it several times, concentrate in your classes on stretching through the ankles. Work on a deeper demi-plie so you can get off the floor. And then also use your quad muscles in order to stabilize you on your turns and on your développés. Because when you do those pirouettes, you got to get really up there high on that foot so you can be a little ballerina turning on a pedestal. Well, what's our pedestal? It's that foot. So good job. I think you're doing a lovely, lovely job as developing into beautiful dancers. You're all gorgeous girls, by the way.
Yes, they are. Neela had her hand raised. Did you want to say something, Neela?
No, it said lower hand.
Oh.
That was from last time.
Oh, was that from last time? Okay, sorry. Okay. All right.
Good job. You got a wonderful teacher, and she's got you headed in the right direction.
All right. Thank you, Mary. I'm going to close this
You're
in
welcome.
prayer. Did you want to close this in prayer, Mary?
Sure.
Okay.
That would be an honor.
Awesome. Go right ahead.
Okay. Father in heaven, thank you for each one of these lives that are here with us today in the internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
I just am so grateful to you that you've allowed us as men and women to develop these high-tech things that are allowing us to stay connected during these difficult and challenging times. I ask that you would continue to help these girls with their ballet training, and that their development as dancers would bring glory to your name. I ask, Lord, that you protect each and every one of them physically, emotionally, and mentally. I ask that you protect their families and their households from coronavirus or anything else that would like to come against them. Because we know that no weapon formed against us will flourish, because your word says so, and you are faithful and true. So Lord, I ask you bless Andrea, and especially my granddaughter Hope, who I love so much. And I just am proud of her, and I want you to always remind her of that. So Lord, thank you again for these beautiful lives. We give glory to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Awesome. Hey, out of curiosity, does anyone remember our scripture of the month? Chaseley, go for it.
I only remember the reference, not really. I know like bits and pieces of the verse, but I know the reference. It's Jeremiah 29:11.
Okay, I'll get you started. For I know
The plans I have for you.
uh-huh.
So plans for you.
Declare.
Plans.
No, plans to prosper. Right.
Declares the Lord. Bridget, you want to finish it?
Sure. Where do you want me to start from?
So she said, for I know the plans I have for you. Continue.
Okay. Declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. Jeremiah 29.
Awesome. So,
Amen.
so I find it awesome that that's our scripture of the month in this time. So this is only a season. We will get back in the studio together, and I will be giving you lots of hugs. And if you let me a kiss on the forehead. All right, guys. Say thank you to Miss Mary for coming out, and make sure you pray for her this week too, okay? And I love you all. I will see you guys on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure, girls. My pleasure. Bye, Catherine. Mwah.
Thank you, Mary. Love you.
You're welcome, Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I don't know what that button is.